Breaking is starring John Boyega as a troubled veteran who pulls off a bank robbery. He goes to this. You meet him and his family. He's in the midst of a divorce, separation from his wife. He's very close with his young daughter, and he's struggling. He's struggling to just make it through life. And his character in Breaking goes to a bank, hands a note to the teller that he has a bomb in his backpack, clears the bank. There are only two people left in the bank, and it ends up being a standoff. He's very concerned that he wants to get on the news. He wants news trucks. He wants people to be there to hear his message. And you end up discovering that all he wants is he wants the money he's owed for his disability from the Veterans Administration, from the VA. And it's about $900. That's it. Just transfer $900 to my account and I'm going to leave. It's based on a true story. This is a real thing that happened. And, I'm not going to get into what happened, but it's based on a true story. Now, this is a movie that is just okay. The movie's just okay. It's a bank heist thriller. The movie's okay. John Boyega is great. And this happens a lot where you'll see just an okay movie, but a great actor. And John Boyega, it's not like anything he's ever played. It's not Finn. He's not charming. I would say you empathize with his plight, but I would say he's not charming, and he's definitely unhinged. And it's a taut thriller that gets a little over the top. You're like, I can't believe there's like helicopters, there's trucks, they've got like a 3-screen computer set up with like graphics, and you're like, it's a little far-fetched that like that much would happen within the course of a couple hours. It's on the local news, whatever. I don't know necessarily about the original bank heist, but bank heists rarely go well. As a thriller, yeah, it's just okay. As a performance from John Boyega, he's fantastic in it. So I would say a mild recommendation for Breaking. It opens in theaters today, and I really wanted to like it more. I think that they're being beholden to the events of the real what really happened. I think this might have been written differently if it were Hollywood, right? But sticking with those events, I can't say. I can't.
Yeah. Okay. So when I watch the trailers, the thing that comes to my mind is the hashtag white man bad. Is it that kind of a story?
No, that has nothing to do with it, actually. Why? What?
I mean, that's the sense I got from the trailers, that this guy was screwed over by the white man, and he's now taking it out on in a bank hostage situation.
I didn't see it that way. I didn't notice that aspect of it. But it's now the trailer looks really good. The movie is good, but I think that a lot of it is kind of like, it feels like the sort of heist aspect of it was very by the numbers, like we've seen this kind of movie before. And then the thing that elevates it, because once you get to the bank, the whole movie takes place in the bank. Then it's all about John Boyega's performance, and he's just fantastic. He's fantastic as this character.
Yeah, and I agree with you. I think they've screwed over John Boyega since Star Wars.
Right.
Like Naked Singularity, no one saw that movie, but he's really good in that one as well. He plays a public defender who's slightly morally corrupted and has to kind of work his way out of a situation he puts himself in, and that took a lot of acting chops, and I just feared they're not going to give him a chance to really show what he can do.
Yeah. Well, let's go to the comments here real quick. So the bottom line is Breaking. If you want to see a great performance by John Boyega, this is your movie, but it is kind of a by the numbers heist film, but it's also based on a true story that is tragic. So let's go to the comments here. Alan getting no DC money. John Manalang, Boyega never fails to remind of a younger Denzel Washington. He has that aspect. Like Denzel Washington is just likable because he's Denzel Washington. Even when he's doing horrible things, Denzel Washington is incredibly likable. Yeah. Breaking Trailer reminded me so much of John Q, says John Manalang. Goes on to say that. Luad DCM 20. Haven't they made this movie like in 3 forms already? Yeah, this is a genre. It's the bank heist standoff. It is a film that's been made, many times. And
was it Emergency, the last one?
What's that?
That's the one with Jake Gyllenhaal and with the ambulance and they're being chased.
I think it was just called. Wasn't it called Ambulance?
Oh, maybe it was Ambulance then. Yeah, it came out like a few months ago.
Yeah. It might have been called Ambulances, but then we had to correct it to Ambulance on the website. That's
all right.
That's an in joke.
All right.
Boyega.
I'll go unstar these comments now.
This is all right. Dempsey, Boyega is the man. I like him more every time I see him in something. If you like John Boyega, you'll love him in this. He was so J.J. Abrams did not know what to do with him. That's the thing. It's such a tragedy. And that whole dumb thing in The Rise of Skywalker where he keeps yelling, Rey, like he's had all these opportunities to talk to her, but in the middle of a fight, Rey, I forgot to tell you something.
But he was barely in Rise of Skywalker. That's the worst part.
And then not only that, the whole thing, apparently there was a scene where Finn talks to Rey, the thing he's been trying to tell her this whole time. They cut the scene. And J.J. Abrams admitted that they forgot that they cut that scene. So that whole thing of him yelling never pays off because the editors, which Rise of Skywalker is the worst edited Star Wars movie that's ever existed. It's so bad. It just looks like it was done by like 5 different editors. So, but yeah, he's great. That's the thing is like, I wish the movie were better, right? I wish the movie were like, it just seems so it's like, it was almost like the movie had 2 directors, right? Like there's all the chaos of what's happening behind the scenes. There's the guy, the negotiator, who's very understanding. There's everything is a cliche and we've seen before in movies. There's like, all the other cops that are like, breathing down the neck of the negotiator. Like, come on, we have to and then there's, John Boyega. And the John Boyega parts of the movie are great. And the other part of the movie is just sort of like, we've seen this. This is like a TV show we've seen a million times. Running with Scissors says, other than True Story, didn't Denzel have a film with a similar plot? I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know.
Yeah.
Ian Morrison says, I definitely want to check out Breaking. I will say this. If you see it for John Boyega's performance, that's what I'll say. See it for his performance because he knocks it out of the park with the performance. And then Spidey Sensei 72 says, the VA treats us vets like trash, so I can see this happening. The suicide rate for veterans is high as hell. Yeah, that aspect alone, which I wish they had pushed that a little bit more. The fact that he literally, I just want the money that the VA owes me, which is like $900. That was it. That was why he was in the bank. He wasn't trying to hurt anybody. He wasn't trying to get a ton, like thousands of dollars. Just wanted what he was owed. And he wanted to get it on the news. So yeah, Spidey Sensei. Yeah, for that alone, I recommend it for that aspect. Solomon Thornton, Disney really did Boyega wrong. He deserves much better. He's a great actor. Yeah, for sure. Is this one of Michael K. Williams' last roles, says Spidey Sensei 72? I believe it is. I believe this is.
Yeah.
So yeah. And he's very good. I mean, that's a thing. God, I wanted to like this more. I just wanted to like this movie a lot more. So many vets are screwed over by the VA, though. Sad but true. Well, for this alone, it's worth seeing because the whole point of what John Boyega's character was trying to do was just to call attention to this problem. And he wanted news trucks. He wanted CNN to be there. He mentions when are the news trucks getting here? Because he wanted to bring to light this issue. So Chris is just describing what I call the Gene Hackman effect. An actor who gives a great performance in an average movie. Gene Hackman almost never gave a bad performance, even in average movies, says Spaceman. That's true. This is the Gene Hackman effect. Is like the movie is like by the numbers, seen it, and then John Boyega is great, and Michael K. Williams.
Yeah, I think of Hoosiers. Hoosiers is just a movie that comes out of nowhere, but he's incredible in that film.
Scott Slaughterbuck says, inspired by true events gives you a lot of latitude.
Yep.
True. And Boyega may be the most underutilized person that was ever in Star Wars. What a tragedy for the story and for his legacy. I'm happy to see that they didn't let Disney Plus him. Yeah, Dempsey, I'm really interested when he said that comment. So when he said that, it's just like, no, like they diminished the size of his head on the Chinese posters. They like didn't pay off his characters.